end of the month podcast. Hopefully you've had a great month. Hopefully you're doing great. And to be fair, I'm really excited for this month's podcast because we're doing all things shooters. Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring in my guests for today's games. We have got Howard.
Hey, it's me. I'm back. I'm like the McRib.
He's back. He's been a while, but he's back. Howard, you want to tell them about your channel quickly before we continue over for people that are new here?
All right. Well, I just do a bunch of gaming episodes. Now officially 100 subscribers. Thank you all so much. So yeah, just enjoy this podcast with my awesome friends. And yeah.
Yeah, I just want to mention and put that on there, right there, that Howard has surpassed 100 subscribers this month. So it's really happy for him. Next, we also have joining the video is Blue Fox.
Always a pleasure to be here.
Always a pleasure to talk to you. We were talking the other week on an Unleashed video, and we were discussing a game called Vampire the Massacre, and generally I'm really excited about that game right now because I really want to play that. So yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
if you haven't checked out that video, go check that one out. And finally, we also have Kamizoid Gaming.
Hey, I'm back, Mr. Unique Kamizoid, here to talk about some shooters, I guess.
Also, just want to mention that on Kamizoid's channel, he's released a few videos recently, and each one of them has made me laugh so much. He's on the way to being like one of my favorite comedy YouTubers. So definitely check out his channel.
Thank you.
Anyway, moving on to the video. Right, so starting off with Howard, would you like to begin with Call of Duty? I believe it's Cold Wars, if I'm correct.
Yes, it is. So, Call of Duty Cold War, it brings us all the way back before Black Ops 2 and after Black Ops 1. And so it's like in the middle, like at the near end of the Cold War, I would probably say. But it brings a really good story mode with all your favorite characters like Alex and Mason and other people, and it brings a good multiplayer. I've played it multiple times on my channel. Link in the description. It also brings a good zombies mode with a bunch of things that you liked from the past returning, because Black Ops 2 was a bunch of turds. Black Ops 4 wasn't that good. So yeah, it's a very well balanced game.
Okay,
with all the quality.
I'm gonna cut you off there. Now, I'm gonna be honest here. I hated the Call of Duty Zombies mode. I hate it. Remember, I don't know, this is gonna surprise a lot of people, but for me, I enjoyed. Remember Call of Duty Ghosts? It had like a different mod from zombies, like the extension. Yeah.
Wait. You're complimenting Black Ops.
No. Listen to me. Look, man. I love not Call of Duty Ghosts, but the mod extension in Call of Duty Ghosts for one reason.
This is gonna be interesting.
And that it is well, actually two reasons. One, it's fun, and two, it's simple. I hate the zombies mode in probably most of the Call of Duties because it's way too complicated and I just don't understand what's going on. It started off easy and simple and it gets complicated. And I hate that. I just can't play it. If you don't have a friend who literally knows everything about the mode, you can't do it by yourself, man. And I don't play a lot online because my internet connection sucks. But I don't like to play something that's just
like the game Ghosts.
Yeah. Well, no. The game Ghosts does suck. It sucks. Yes, but the extension mode, I like it. I have a different opinion than you guys. I just like the extension mode. That's it. Because I had a blast playing it. But I don't like this. But I don't like the game. I remember I bought the game because of extension, because I saw it had a good reputation. I think a good good reputation from people because it's simple and very easy to do. Unlike most of the zombies, you got like, I don't know, different power-ups, pack a punch, the stories, go there, go here, go there, go do this, go come back, dragons. What, I don't know how many mods to zombies. It's complicated. For for extensions for Call of Duty Ghosts, I think you've got drill, you've got some alien poop or whatever. Just take care of it.
Alien poop.
And yeah, take care of the big one at the end and get the hell out of there. It's
Alien poop.
yes, and you got multiple types of enemies. Look! My God. Look, man, I don't want to curse. I don't care. The mode is fun for me. Zombies I don't like it. It's just complicated, man. Well, look, everybody has his own opinion, and that's me. I enjoy extension. I hate zombies mode, and in the recent Call of Duties, which is Cold Wars and even Vanguard, they suck. Maybe it is a bit good in Call of Duty Ghosts because it has some good memes in it, surprisingly. But no, I don't like it, man. To be honest with you, look, I don't have anything with the games. Well, actually, Call of Duty Vanguard. Yes, it sucks. But Call of Duty Cold Wars, I like the story. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, love the game. As for the Black Ops, I don't care, except Black Ops 2. But I hate the zombie mode in all of the Call of Duties. I hate it, except extension Call of Duty Ghosts. Anybody who disagrees with me, you have your own opinion. I don't want to start cursing or anything. Thank you, and moving on.
So I agree with you. The extinction mode was okay, like it was fine, but it was just another zombies ripoff because you just have waves of enemies. Like they're basically the same thing, like without the perks and all the stuff that you need to do. Like I get it. Some of it's complicated. Like I didn't understand it at first when I started playing Black Ops 3, but once I got into it, it's like easy as pie. You just need to figure out how to get all the stuff, like all the perks and all the parts and all the things. I mean, sure, the zombies mode.
It's always the map, though. It's the map that changes. There's new elements and new methods and gates and ways.
Okay, I'm done with this podcast.
It is really good quality. My favorite zombie game when it comes to the Call of Duty franchise, for the reason of Call of Duty actually not very often, but sometimes they are quite inventive over it, is Transit. When they brought a friggin' bus into a zombie game.
Yeah, it's that map's definitely fun with a bunch of friends, and you're just messing around. But alone, it's a but on its own, it's just a mess.
That's my opinion. I really enjoyed Transit back in the past. Anyway, moving on to Doom Eternal.
All right, now moving on to my favorite FPS game of all time, Doom Eternal, released 2020. Yeah. All right. Now, when it comes to Doom Eternal, the story may not be as good as anybody thinks, but what's so beautiful about the game is the gameplay. The gameplay in Doom Eternal is superb. Well, and the music as well. But the gameplay makes you feel like you're an absolute beast. That is, if you mastered it first. Sure, at the beginning, well, anybody, even me, I got destroyed. But the game helps you and teaches you its mechanics. Like for the enemies, they have like specific weak points, and each weak point has a specific weapon to it that can take care of it. You start learning the mechanics little by little because they give a lot of stuff to you at the beginning. You got grenade, freeze grenade, flame, blood punch. You got multiple weapons, but each weapon and each element they give you helps you to make you stronger and a better player. When it comes to enjoying Doom Eternal, you have to master its combat system. Like its creator said, they created like a fun zone, and once you reach that fun zone, it's beautiful. And and for me, Doom Eternal, when it comes to content, it has a lot of content. It doesn't just has a story mode, two DLCs which continue the story and make the game even harder. It has lots of free content with Horde mode, which is like a I think round after round with waves of enemy. Yeah. And each round you start with first round you start with a weapon, and then by the next round you start earning your weapons back. And the online is pretty good actually. And what I love about the online, it's simple. Doom takes a different turn from the other games, which is 5v5 and teams and stuff. This time around, you get to play as the demons versus the Slayer, who is like the one who is the main character of the game. Makes it it's like a it's like a handicap match. There it is. That's the word I'm looking for. Two demons versus one player, and the enjoyment and for me, the enjoyment of Doom Eternal comes through the challenge. When you master its mechanics, you become a legend. And all legends must face the hardest challenges, which are the master levels. The master levels in this game are extreme. They stack up enemies after enemies so much. And in order to survive, this is what I love about the game. You have to play with style. You have to keep switching between weapons and you're gonna do that a lot. Use your grenade. Keep moving. Keep jumping. Just do all this together. And the fluid of the game is just amazing. I love there's one for me when it comes to gaming. I put more emphasis on the gameplay rather than the story because I like to enjoy what I'm playing, and Doom Eternal does that very well. Anybody who hasn't played this game, who is listening to this podcast, I encourage you to try it out. You're gonna have a hard time at the beginning, but keep learning and keep trying. And once you reach that fun zone, you're gonna love it. Trust me.
You know, Kamisoid, I'm one of those people who haven't played Doom Eternal itself, but I did play the original reboot version of Doom that was released back in 2016 or 17, I believe. Which are the improvements that you would say that Doom Eternal brought to the franchise?
You're not gonna actually believe this. Sure, Doom Eternal is a continuation series to Doom 2016, but when it comes to the gameplay, they are like different games at all. Doom 2016 focuses more on enjoyment. You've got your super guns, go out there and just destroy everything. While in Doom Eternal, you've got all of your weapons, but the enemies are now much more stronger and they react to your movement. You have to kill them with style. Emphasis on the movement and emphasis on weapon changes because each weapon is specific for a certain enemy that can take them out very quickly, and that's what makes Doom Eternal way different than Doom 2016, and that's what it made it more successful. Yeah.
Doom. I've never actually played Doom because I haven't actually, because like I know I've never really, it hasn't really just come up on my playlist, so I was like. So when you were talking about it, I was thinking, this actually sounds pretty good. I think like the advertisement for it doesn't compete well in advertisement compared to other games. So yeah, you know, mainly because it's not like a mascot game either. But one game that's a mascot game that really definitely brings everything to it. The game that I really want to talk about right now is Halo. Halo is possibly was my first shooter game that I kind of ever played, and I'm talking about Combat Evolved, the right at the beginning one, because it was like I was really young when I played that game first time around, and it brought in all that challenge of being able to do things. It had some one of the bits that I really enjoyed was like it was a bit when you go underground and you find out for the flood for the first time ever. Everything just goes mayhem, and then you just gotta shoot your way for everything. To me, when I first played that game, that was that one game where literally every second of the game, you're Master Chief and you're just shooting your way through everything. It's like, oh.
Right now, it's my turn to bring one game on the table. The game that I've chosen to bring is Call of Juarez Gunslinger. It's developed by Techland Studios, the same people who have done Dead Island and Dying Light, and was released back in 2013 for PlayStation 3, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PC. and I believe now it's also like on Switch and PC and whatnot. And it's the smallest of the game that we've brought tonight, or this evening, whenever this podcast is released, because it's only $10 to $15, and the game lasts only for like 8 hours. Yet those 8 hours are the most intense 8 hours I've ever played for a first-person shooter. So much so that I've played countless times this game. I have almost 30 hours down in Steam. It's a game set during the Far West, the American Far West. It's set in Kansas, in New Mexico, in Arizona, in a lot of states in the western part, in the 1800s. And well, it's basically playing a spaghetti western movie directed from Sergio Leone, with Bud Spencer and Clint Eastwood, but with, of course, different characters and different adventures. It's a bit, we could say, generic in some way, because of course it has all the main characters from Western games, like Billy the Kid, Johnny Ringo, Jesse James, Dalton Brothers, like that kind of company, yet its gameplay, it's so frenetic, it's so much fun that it's incredible to play it every time. It's a combination between arcade games, because it's an arcade, but also like modern FPS. So you have multiple weapons, you have like your Colt Walkers, you have your Winchester, double barrel shotgun, and you also have you have missions and a story, which is also quite a strong point for the game. It has a very stylistic cel-shaded style. I don't think this was the first cel-shaded game, of course, but it's one of the games that have done it best. And I think from there a lot of games have taken from like Borderlands 2 to other titles, and yeah, it's simply a little masterpiece in my collection.
Yeah, I did play this game, and well, played it in a long time, and I remember I did enjoy it. You're right, the gameplay was really fun, but for me, even though I love westerns, but I don't think I did enjoy the story. It didn't catch me, but in terms of gameplay, I do agree with you, it is amazing. But when it comes to Western games, we gotta talk about the best of them all, and which is Red Dead Redemption.
Gun.
Okay.
Sorry, you said best Western games, I said gun.
What's Gun?
Gun? You don't know what gun is? Does anyone know what gun is?
What's Gun?
No.
Tell us more about it.
Yeah, I
No.
Well,
Enlighten us.
all right.
Yeah. No, basically, it's based around. It's really interesting because I can't remember the exact story, but it's about hunting for about like a secret. I think basically you're with your father, and your father died straight away in the game. And he's like, and then he's on a boat, and they were kind of like hunting, and you go around all this game, and it's like there's a lot of drama in it, and the game changes up so much for something back in that time period of a game like that. That took me like you traveled on a horseback, and you had to go left, right, forward, back, and center. In fact, I kind of like the way like Wild West games kind of work, because you can do Wild West games, and I don't exactly know how Call of Duty works like this, but like when you've got horses and you're in a Wild West kind of game world, you can have really small game worlds because horses aren't as fast as cars.
Yeah.
So you can have a really big feeling world, but as a game developer, you can have it really kind of like smushed up. So there was these really small towns that just felt really, and it's a really small map, but the map just felt big for what you could do inside it. And to be fair, it was really well done, and the story was great. I can't exactly remember. All I remember is
I remember playing it, and I do remember the story. I did enjoy it a lot.
And then we have our last game in our list.
yeah. For our last game, we have with Blue Fox.
It's not me who's bringing it.
no, it's not. No, it's me. It's me. That's my game.
Don't you read the script? I'm next.
Oh,
I come in chapter 5.
It's, Seth.
With Star Wars Battlefront 2. Okay, I don't know if you guys like this or hate this, but I'm pretty sure that everyone likes Star Wars Battlefront 2. Not the new version, the old version. The best part is because there's a new version, it makes now that old version even better. There is 50, I think it must be like 50 bad guys one side, 50 bad guys on the other side, and you're just one soldier in a whole army, and you just have to battle it out and go full on in. And shoot down the enemy, and it's just full on beast mode. It's like that game where you're like, I don't know, like, it's War v War. It's like Total War, except you're just a soldier in the war. It's really, really nice how they do it. And this, the AI is just, they shoot you down, no mercy. There's different difficulties, but like even on the easiest difficulty, it's still quite a bit of a challenge just to get past a few enemies, you know, when you first start off in that battle. And then when you're a Jedi, you just turn into this Jedi badass that just takes everyone down. So if you get to that stage,
I mean, you know, loot boxes apart and microtransactions and whatnot. I've heard that the gameplay itself, it's not weak, the gameplay itself, but it's just like a generic shooter, right? Well, the original Star Wars Battlefront 2 has that uniqueness of setting, the uniqueness of mechanics that Seb already described. So
I don't know if anyone who's played that game, do you remember the bit where like they'd add in like really small mechanics that just added emphasis to the game? Like you could run around the Death Star, and if you slide down the wrong tube, you end up in the trash compactor, and it's not like, it's not a major thing, but you remember it from the movies and you go like, fan service.
that's charming.
The whole game is just fan service. It's like saying, you remember that part from the movie? Yeah, that's this part. It's this part, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's fan service. Yeah.
So out of all the games we have mentioned, which are your favorites that you didn't bring?
Favorites that I didn't bring?
Yeah. Favorites didn't bring.
Ooh, now that's a good question.
Yeah, like the games that convinced you the most out of this conversation. So, like for instance, Doom Eternal has convinced me quite a lot. I think Kamisoy did a very good job convincing me to buy and give Doom Eternal a shot.
Definitely wanted to try Halo a lot, but just couldn't because I have a PS4.
Yeah, me too, man. Okay, just a simple question. Like, all of you guys have played Halo?
I didn't.
Yeah, I have.
So is it just me who didn't play it?
I got to Halo 4 and then stopped.
Yeah, they all say that. Well, actually, they all say that after 3 it starts to dry down, but I don't know.
It does, yeah. I very much so. It does. It ended on such a good note. Oh,
Because it wasn't Bungie developed the first 2 titles, but then 343 done the rest.
Yeah, I did see the Xbox showing of the new Halo game, and that exposition, like that expo was terrible. Like I reacted it with this one guy I did another podcast with, and it was just terrible. Like there was no games, like no gameplay shown. It was just trailers.
Wait, I got a game, but I hope that you guys like it, remember it or played it. Do you guys remember Killzone 3? I think, yeah, I played the second and I loved Killzone 3, yeah, because it has like offline split screen and the online was good. But I remember the story. I loved it. I loved Killzone 3.
I have never played Killzone.
It's really good, man. I don't know about the first one. I did play the second one and the third. The second one was really good, but the third one was amazing. It was amazing in terms of story, and the gameplay was really good.
I love your kind of game range, may I ask, just Kamazo. I love your game range. I play a game called Killzone, a game called Doom, a game called Elden Ring, which is basically Dark Souls. You got a very dark nature of your video games there.
Dark. He's emo.
I've never seen you, but I really hope.
I'm not depressed. I'm not emo. I'm not depressed. I'm good.
Why are you saying all emos are depressed?
No.
Maybe they're happy the way they chose.
Everybody's happy the way he is. I don't care.
I think it's time we end this podcast. Thank you so much for watching. Check it out on Spotify and other stuff. Yeah, on Zeno and YouTube. Well, you probably watch it on YouTube, but check it out on those two. Check out all these guys like S Point and Blue Fox and Zeb. and also check out my stuff since I've been doing a lot of things on there. Gonna do some live streams, and yeah. What do you guys have to say?
Well, what are your FPS you have guys played? People who have listened so far that we have not talked.
Yeah.
Yeah, comment that down in the description below.
Yeah.
You want to hear what your thoughts are?
Yeah, comment down in the description, and we'll probably say in the next episode.
I want someone to write a really long paragraph on why.
Yeah. Why Ghost sucks.
What?
Go and why he's wrong.
And I know, and I wish to see that some guy, I hope, who's with me on Extinction. The game sucks, but Extinction is good, and Zombies is bad. I hope to see that one guy will be the guy who comments on Extinction will be best friends. I'll contact you. So that's all.
No, zombies are good and Extinction is bad.
I don't care where you live.
I was just gonna say I want someone to comment on why Tomb Raider is a great game.
What? That's not a shooter.
It's such a shooter. Okay.
All
All
right.
right, we're getting too off. I think we should wrap it up. All right, thank you for listening up, and we'll see you guys next podcast.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next podcast. Ta-ra!